The alarm blares at 5 o'clock sharp, slicing through the pre-dawn darkness. In the cramped quarters of a naval ship, every sound echoes. Sailors awaken from their rack-style bunks, the metal frame cold beneath them. There's no time for dawdling. On board a Navy ship, every second counts. Life here is structured, almost like clockwork, yet it's unpredictable. One moment, a sailor is scrubbing the deck. The next, they're rushing to respond to an emergency drill or a real situation in the middle of the ocean. Shipboard life is unlike any other existence. The corridors are narrow, the walls lined with pipes, cables, and the hum of machinery. Each sailor has their designated station, a place where their expertise contributes to the vessel's survival. Even basic routines are regimented. Morning cleaning is followed by maintenance checks on critical equipment, engines, navigation systems, and life-saving gear. Drills punctuate the day, firefighting, man-overboard recovery, and emergency protocols become second nature. Constant movement is unavoidable. Sailors learn to navigate tight spaces gracefully, adjusting to the sway of the ship with practiced steps. Yet, life on the ship is only one side of the coin. Shore duty offers a different rhythm, but discipline never wavers. On naval bases, sailors may find themselves behind desks in administration, troubleshooting critical technical systems, or assisting in aviation operations. Some work in logistics, ensuring supplies flow smoothly across the fleet. The environment is less physically demanding than the ship, but mentally, the pressure remains. Deadlines, precision, and responsibility govern every task. Even when the sun rises and sets without interruption, sailors remain focused, aware that every action or inaction can affect the mission's success. Training, continuous and relentless, defines the essence of a Navy sailor's life. Technical schools sharpen their knowledge. Engineering principles, navigation systems, aircraft mechanics, medical procedures, and more. Physical fitness sessions push the limits of strength and endurance. Emergency drills simulate the chaos of real-life threats. Fires erupting in the engine room, man-overboard incidents in stormy waters, or medical emergencies requiring immediate response. Each scenario is a test, not just of skill, but of composure under extreme pressure. A Navy sailor doesn't just learn, they adapt, improvise, and execute flawlessly. A sailor's daily life blends routine with unpredictability. Even mundane activities like meals, communication checks, or paperwork carry weight because they maintain the structure that keeps the ship and the crew functioning. The camaraderie among sailors becomes essential. In the tight quarters of a ship, every sailor relies on another. Trust is built through shared tasks, rigorous drills, and even small gestures. A watchful eye during night shifts or a helping hand with maintenance. Every day reinforces the same truth. Survival and success at sea depend on discipline, teamwork, and absolute attention to detail. Despite the hardships, there is an underlying rhythm to the life of a sailor. Days may be long and nights restless, but there is purpose. Each task, from polishing the brass on a railing to monitoring engine gauges deep below deck, contributes to something larger than any individual. Sailors take pride in the small victories, a flawlessly executed drill, a smoothly completed maintenance check, or a successful navigation through challenging waters. Every moment aboard a ship shapes character, resilience, and the ability to thrive under pressure. Once the ship leaves port, the sailor's role becomes both highly specialized and vital. Every sailor belongs to a rating, a job specialty, and the success of the mission depends on their expertise. Some work in engineering, the heart of the vessel. These sailors operate and maintain the massive engines, turbines, and power plants that drive the ship through the relentless waves. Each lever, gauge, and pipe is critical. A single error could jeopardize not just the mission, but lives. They rise early to inspect systems, adjust controls, and respond to unexpected malfunctions at all hours, day or night. Others are navigators and operations specialists, guiding the ship across vast oceans. They plot courses with precision, calculate distances, and monitor weather patterns, all while managing complex communication systems. Their days are a constant balance of vigilance and decision-making. A single miscalculation can throw off the ship's trajectory, turning a routine mission into a challenge that requires split-second adjustments. These sailors learn to remain calm under pressure, reading radar screens and maps as the ocean stretches endlessly ahead. Aviation specialists bring another dimension to naval life. Pilots, mechanics, and flight crews operate helicopters, jets, and drones that extend the Navy's reach. Each takeoff and landing is executed with painstaking care. Aircraft are both tools and lifelines. Maintenance crews work long hours, often under intense conditions, ensuring that every rotor, engine, and instrument functions flawlessly. The safety of the crew and the success of reconnaissance or combat missions hinge on their skill. Medical and support personnel provide a different but equally critical service. Corpsmen are the first responders for injuries and emergencies, handling everything from minor scrapes to life-threatening situations. Supply specialists ensure the ship never runs out of essential provisions, from food and fuel to critical spare parts. The coordination between these roles is seamless, a choreography honed through rigorous training and mutual trust. Every sailor, regardless of specialty, is connected through this web of dependence. Then there are the combat roles, reserved for the most elite. Navy SEALs and specialized units train relentlessly, mastering reconnaissance, underwater demolition, and direct action missions. Their preparation is grueling, their operations dangerous, and their impact strategic. Life in these units is extreme, both physically and mentally, demanding not just strength, but unbreakable focus and adaptability. Even among sailors, these roles are revered for their intensity and dedication. Discipline defines the Navy. Life on a ship, or even on shore, is structured down to the minute. Early mornings begin with reveille, signaling the start of rigorous routines. Lights out is enforced to ensure the crew remains sharp for the next day's challenges. Uniforms are not just clothing. They represent professionalism, pride, and readiness. Grooming standards are strict. Every hair, every crease, every badge must meet precise regulations. These standards may seem small, but they instill a sense of order and accountability that extends to every aspect of life at sea. Working under constant pressure is a norm. Orders must be executed exactly as given, sometimes under stressful conditions. Drills simulate emergencies with realism so intense that mistakes have consequences in practice, preparing sailors for the unforgiving reality of the ocean. Decision-making under stress becomes second nature. Over time, a sailor develops mental resilience and an unwavering sense of duty. Teamwork is the lifeblood of every operation. Sailors trust each other implicitly. Whether maneuvering a massive vessel through a storm, performing complex repairs deep in the engine room, or coordinating a rescue mission, success relies on collaboration. Mistakes are minimized because each sailor's actions support the others, forming an intricate chain where every link matters. Life in the Navy is not easy, but it's transformative. The work is demanding, the responsibilities immense, yet the lessons learned are invaluable. A sailor emerges from each day stronger, sharper, and more disciplined. They learn the importance of precision, the power of preparation, and the value of trust. Even mundane tasks, cleaning decks, inspecting equipment, maintaining uniforms, carry weight because they reinforce habits of excellence. Each action, no matter how small, contributes to a larger mission, keeping the ship operational, the crew safe, and the country protected. For many sailors, one of the most exciting aspects of Navy life is travel. Unlike any ordinary job, the Navy offers the chance to see the world while serving your country. Ships sail to distant ports across Asia, Europe, the Middle East, and beyond, turning foreign cities into brief windows of exploration. Sailors step off the gangway into bustling streets, historic harbors, and exotic locales that most people only visit in dreams. Every deployment is a journey, not just across oceans, but into cultures and experiences that expand the mind and forge lasting memories. Adventure is embedded in every mission. Exercises at sea test navigation skills under extreme conditions. Stormy waters challenge even the most seasoned crews. Humanitarian missions allow sailors to provide aid after natural disasters, distributing food, medical supplies, and relief to communities in crisis. diving, sailing, and operating cutting-edge technology become part of daily life. The combination of responsibility, risk, and opportunity creates an adrenaline-fueled lifestyle where learning never stops. No 2 days are ever the same. One moment you may be performing routine maintenance, and the next, coordinating a high-stakes rescue operation or navigating uncharted waters under time-sensitive conditions. Yet the life of a sailor is not without its challenges. Deployments often last 6 to 9 months, placing immense strain on family life and personal relationships. Being confined in tight quarters for months on end can test patience and emotional resilience. Sailors must navigate shared living spaces, limited privacy, and the constant presence of their fellow crew members. High-stress scenarios are frequent. Medical emergencies, equipment malfunctions, security threats, and combat situations demand instant, decisive action. The physical and mental endurance required is immense, and mistakes can carry serious consequences. Despite these challenges, the Navy provides significant benefits. Compensation is competitive, with allowances for housing, meals, and special assignments. Healthcare is provided for free, covering sailors and often their families, a critical support system given the hazards of deployment. Education benefits, including scholarships, the GI Bill, and access to advanced technical training, empower sailors to grow professionally and personally. Technical and leadership skills acquired in the Navy translate directly into civilian careers, making each sailor not only a defender of their country, but a highly skilled professional prepared for life beyond service. The mindset cultivated by a Navy career is perhaps the most profound reward of all. Sailors develop an unshakable sense of camaraderie, resilience, and responsibility. They learn to place the mission above personal comfort, to act decisively under pressure, and to maintain calm in chaotic environments. Every challenge, whether navigating stormy seas, repairing critical equipment in the dead of night, or assisting in a medical emergency, reinforces the importance of focus, discipline, and teamwork. Sailors emerge with a deeper understanding of duty, honor, and the value of their contribution to something greater than themselves. Life as a Navy sailor is a journey of growth, courage, and discovery. It is a life that demands sacrifice, yet offers rewards beyond measure. Sailors are not just part of a military force. They are part of a legacy, a continuum of service that stretches across history and oceans. Every day at sea, every drill, every mission, shapes a person capable of facing extraordinary challenges with skill, confidence, and integrity. In the end, the Navy teaches lessons that last a lifetime. The ability to work as a team, to lead under pressure, to adapt to ever-changing circumstances, and to find strength in discipline and resilience becomes part of a sailor's identity. Beyond the uniform, the rank, or the deployments, a sailor carries a mindset forged by the sea, a mindset of courage, responsibility, and an unwavering commitment to serve and protect.